8 times the charm. About them boys. We talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
Look at that. Alex, I fucking did a hard cut, and I don't care.
Okay, we're going to jump into this right now. Things might be a little bit different today. Alex is OOO, which is what? Out of office.
Ooh.
Out of office.
Out of office in an undisclosed location. He is not here, so Bandwagon Boy 1 is over there kind of just taking control of everything, and it's been a little spotty.
Okay, because I was giving Alex shit that I was going to do everything by myself, and he's like, let's remote desktop in so that he can still do his producing role of putting the images up on screen and whatever other news we're going to be looking at for today. So he still wanted to be part of it. He didn't want to completely be OOOOO. So he is remote accessing the laptop that we have beside me.
All right. Well, before we get anything like that, let's. If you're looking for anything other than the podcast, we do have the fastest growing Dallas Cowboys Instagram page at Cowboys CanFan, and we're kind of blowing up. Like it's gaining traction. Stadaily is our unofficial statistician, and he's been kind of letting us know how we're doing, and it's picking up. It's picking up, and I like it. And before I send it over to Alex, is this the first time we've ever had a recurring guest back-to-back weeks?
I'm going to say yes.
I think it is. Well, welcome back, Steve. But if anyone's looking for the YouTube, yeah, out of office, Alex, where can we get the YouTube at?
The YouTube still we're climbing. We got that sweet
69.
Nice one.
Yep.
Stop there.
We got the new logo. It looks real fresh. So kudos to who's the dude that did the logo for us, Adam?
EDX on art. I'm not sure his act. We'll
tag him.
We'll tag him up.
We'll tag him up. But anyways, you still have to Google Dallas Cowboys CanFan. Although that should be changed. I don't know why it says Dallas Cowboys. We're the Cowboys CanFan now. So
we'll figure it out.
But anyways, when we do get a URL, this whole intro will be a lot smoother, and you won't have to throw to me, but you can if you want.
I'll always throw to you. But Stadaily, it's welcome back again. It's always a pleasure having you. I think we have this best sounding guest. We have the decade guest, but I think you're our like sneakily funny guest. Like whenever I listen back, you're always
sneakily funny. Okay,
yeah,
look,
like he sneaks in funniness.
Okay, say hang on. It's just say you're low key.
Low key funny. Yeah, that's way
funny.
better.
Like,
you're low key funny. Like when I re-listen.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Sneakily low key funny. Thank you.
That's how you're getting introduced from now on.
He sounds like someone who's gonna diddle or tickle somebody. Like in the
Who,
middle
me?
of the night. No, Steve.
Oh, Steve, if he's sneakily low key,
Yeah.
I would just use that word rapey, but I don't think Steve's rapey at all. This is snowballing.
Yeah, we should wind this back a little bit.
We are going down. You're digging.
Is this what happens when you're on twice in 2 weeks?
Yeah, twice in 2.
Yeah.
No, it's what happens when we get a remote guest. Sorry, not even a guest, a remote host. It just throws our entire vibe off. So
I don't know about you guys. I'm vibing quite well right now.
yeah, you got a killer new hat. Talk a little bit about it for a
Yeah,
sec.
So it's backwards now, but you see that
Steve,
Steelers there, right there?
Oh, yeah.
no,
it's
no,
a Rams new hat.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about those disgusting Steelers.
Is
that
it a
you're wearing.
Steelers hat actually?
Yeah.
Oh, you do got one on.
It's sneakily Steelers.
Sneakily low key Steelers hat backwards.
Wearing a bandana.
Yeah, no. Tay got this for me. She surprised me with the Cowboys hat, which is pretty cool. Going to your Steelers, what did you think? Did you watch the game at all?
Well, you know I was traveling through.
I know. I'm just trying to make you not
You
seem like
know
a
I
real
was
fan.
traveling back through the wildfires. I survived. Thank you. But no, I didn't see it. I watched some highlights.
Everyone knows the Hall of Fame games. You're not really
Most important game of the season. Yes, we talked about this.
If that was the most important game of the season, man, just end the season because we're not going to see anything good. I mean, these teams really haven't. No one's played for what is it? 6 months since the Super Bowl, 7 months since the Super Bowl, and you can see it. No one important. Ben Roethlisberger wasn't playing. Dak wasn't playing. Zeke wasn't playing. I think Najee Harris did he play?
Yeah, he
I think
did. Yeah.
He got a couple snaps.
He had about.
Chase Claypool played. Had a couple. Actually, I thought he got hurt.
When he caught that 65 yarder.
It looked like he broke his collarbone.
It was like, okay, you caught it, get up, get off the field.
Yeah,
That's it.
Do you think he maybe kind of hammed it up a bit because he did want to get off the field?
Maybe.
But I don't know. Ad, you watched the game at all? AJ, you watched the game?
I didn't watch the game.
You didn't watch the game?
No, because by the time I got home, it was already halfway through, and we started playing Warzone.
So let me break it down for you. The main thing I was watching for was obviously Micah Parsons was going to make his debut, and he passed the eye test. Like, you could see him. Sure, he didn't do much. He was only on for 2 series, but he really passes the eye test. He looks like the fastest player on the field, and he's a linebacker.
What's the eye test?
He's involved in every play. Like, it's if you're a defensive player and you're in every tackle and around the ball every play, that's passing the eye test.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say, Ant, is like, yeah, sure, he was not on very much, but I think both plays his name popped up. Maybe because the announcers were looking to talk about him. But like, what more, we have a short window. That's what I want to see. It would be worse if he just fucking didn't do anything and
yeah, if you didn't hear his name at all, if he didn't make a tackle, if he looked like Jalen Smith out there, how Jalen Smith looked for those 2 series.
There we go, baby.
Oh, wait, how long was that? 4 minutes?
Yeah, it was actually 6 minutes 20 seconds.
Well done, man.
Yeah, I tried biting it, and you know what? I didn't even plan on slagging Smith, but if I get a chance, I'm gonna take it. So with the first team defense, they only played 2 series. There wasn't anything too crazy. The kicking was awful. Garrett Gilbert, I think he played 3 or 4 series. He looked all right. He marched the team down for a couple. I think there were about 10 play drives. But anything after Gilbert, Cooper, there's Parsons with a fumble recovery. He didn't really do anything to cause it, but he's there, and he jumped on the ball.
Now, Ant, I know I want to talk about the QBs, but I do just want to bring this up real quick if we can.
You got to scoop and score that, Parsons. You got to scoop and score that.
So you posted this clip on the Insta.
Yeah, I did a reel. Yep, reeled it up. Are you going over to it right now?
Yeah, don't worry. I had to get off of it because bandwagon boy number 2 is fucking his shit up right now.
Hey, man, just chill. Okay, we're back.
I'm just saying it.
Bandwagon boy number 1 isn't doing much better.
Hey.
I'm all on the production team's great. The production team's great.
Oh, what the F is this?
Bandwagon boy number 1 didn't even watch the game.
Are we talking about me?
Are you number 1?
Yeah.
AJ, what are you doing?
I watched the highlights.
Yeah.
But again,
me too.
It was like half or third. It was. I think it was.
But you're not putting the right thing in.
Okay, so
I know. I have to log in.
To yours.
You don't know your password.
I saw boys. I thought you were putting boys CanFan. I can't read that. I have terrible eyes.
Okay, here we go. Now I can. Not now. Now sorry, guys.
Let's just take a break here for a second and say thanks to our sponsors, Nude.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing the nudes? Did we ditch the blue Raz?
Cool blue Raz? Fuck
cool blue Raz.
Have a cool blue Raz this summer with PBR.
And puts that clip up. He's just in the right position. He makes a play on a loose ball. I mean, that's what do you want? Okay, he doesn't do that. He stands there and he doesn't get hurt like fucking who the hell was that? Who didn't jump on the ball in
Jalen.
Carolina?
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Cam Newton.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, and then you just post like this is just the beginning. I'm just happy.
I'm happy that our first.
It's a Dallas Cowboys.
Absolutely fair.
Instagram, right?
And I'm happy that the first round pick got a fumble recovery. Like, why wouldn't you be? That was like his third play as a professional football player. I don't give a fuck if it's preseason or not. The ball was down. He took an opportunity and he secured the ball. And then you get what you're going with is the guy that ended up messaging or commenting. Oh, he didn't even do shit. What did he say? I can't read that. I have terrible eyes.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna say it in his voice. They fucked up, snap. Shut the hell up. Because that's how he talks in real life. I imagine.
So anyway, yeah, that's exactly what happens. And then there's some banter, but basically this guy is just he's not a fan of the Cowboys coming to a Cowboys fan's Instagram and leaving a comment. It's one thing if he was like a fan and disagreed with you, Anthony, and you guys go back and forth, and at the end you're both kissing each other's hands. But in this case, like, he's coming to another team's. Anyways, you make a point here, like
we call that trolls.
Yeah, definitely.
I know. Hey, what the hell? We're getting trolled. We've made it.
No,
guys.
Ant's nickname should be Troll Hunter.
I'm the troll hunter, baby.
Yes. So Troll Hunter replies, good one. It's funny because I couldn't even see myself posting on another team's fan page. And that's 100% true.
100%.
Kudos to you. Sniper shot. And,
okay,
he
no.
hasn't replied since.
No.
Also, you should go to his page and tell him he's sucking that cock wrong.
Okay. Besides him sucking the cock wrong, if you go back to that for a quick second. So if you look at the one comment right above the last one, he says, "This is what I didn't get. It made no sense." And obviously, the guy's an idiot. No. The last comment. Go back to the last comment. Ant's last reply to this guy.
Oh, okay.
Now, obviously, if you scroll up, right there, he goes. Another sad Cowboys fan who started an account to make their other fan base feel better.
I know. I
what
read
other
that.
fan
I know.
base?
I read that. I read that after. When I was rereading after I'd posted, I saw that he said that. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about? Their other fan base?"
So we have another fan base.
We might. The fan cow. So is this all Steelers fans? Are you this? Is this you, Steve?
Yeah.
Was this?
Yeah, this is your homie, Steve. This is your homie.
Damn it! I just gave myself away.
Okay, hang on. Steve, was he sucking your cock? Is that where you're?
Hey, to be honest, we don't know whose cock this guy sucks.
It's up for debate. It really is.
Up for debate.
Probably his dad's.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
We gotta move on from this before we get canceled like Matt Damon.
Oh man, this is just.
on.
We already hit the Matt Damon canceled.
Okay,
Wow.
12-10, and we're already hopping into
Adam
TMZ. Let's go, baby.
So is this?
Are we moving to that?
No. So right now we have
foreshadowing.
I wanted to talk about. Ant mentioned it a minute ago. The kicking.
Yeah.
On this game.
Oh, it's awful.
So bad.
Like the you saw the one. Okay, so
how about if there's someone out
Here it
there
is,
who
here it
didn't
is, guys.
didn't actually watch the
Finally.
game? Can you explain to those people?
well, that's what we were
Yeah,
about to
well,
do before you
yeah.
asked us to.
So there's like, you got goalposts that you're supposed to kick it through. One of them almost kicked it into fucking Philadelphia.
That's
Are you
not.
guys
That's not
seeing-
even close, man.
Yeah. Like,
Ant,
what
are
the
you seeing that?
Yeah, we're
clip there?
we're seeing that clip
Yeah,
right now, but
yeah.
play it one more time. So this isn't the Cowboys starting kicker. The Cowboys
my.
starting kicker's on the pup list. So this guy's been kicking a football arguably for what? His whole life almost.
Right. So on a preseason game, which is what this is, right?
Yep.
I would never give them shit for missing a pass, or they're working on that. That comes with practice. They're running routes. They're running passes. They're practicing getting that down. They're just kicking it. The goal's not moving.
No.
It's always in the same place.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only thing that changes is it might be a bit further away. It might be a bit closer. It's always at the fucking end of the pitch, whichever way you look.
Right.
So how the fuck is he putting it in the corner?
Since the first time he's ever kicked a football.
I know. It makes no sense.
Like, it's not even I'd understand it more if he would have missed that much left because he would have pulled it.
Yeah.
But he pushed it.
Well,
He
yeah.
pushed it to the right corner.
He was using a fucking 9-iron when he needed his driver. It's just fucking...
How bad when they position the ball after they snap it with it because they have to twirl and they have to set it.
Laces
I was waiting for the
out.
laces out.
Laces out.
Laces
Fingal.
out.
I don't know how much that. I mean, obviously it plays a fact into it, but I don't think
Not
that
to
was.
shank it that bad.
I don't think that was
No.
the case. Okay, so here's another kick. Do they make it? Let's see.
Well, let's see.
Steelers up.
For those of
That
who
was
are
right down the
listening,
middle.
It
See,
does.
that's how it
goes
should be.
Straight through.
Now, obviously, like you could kind of be off slightly to the right or the left, but to be that far is absolutely
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit the post 4 times in a row like fucking Chicago last year or the year before, but that was ridiculous. Like, it wasn't even close.
Not even
Like,
close.
Not even close.
Or this.
To,
It's they
to
could.
hit. Sorry, to hit those 4 posts. That's actually harder.
I mean, he should have
than
got
to hit
bonus points
4.
like for that. I think.
He's playing a game. Back in for those for our only Canadian listeners out there, back when you're playing street hockey and you're playing posts, That's the whole point. You're just hitting the post.
Yeah, we used to play crossbar challenge.
Yeah, so that's what the guy was. He must have blanked out for a second, and he was just hitting posts.
But back to the guy that pushed it so bad, it's embarrassing when they when they miss by 30 yards or when it's an extra point, which there was extra points missed. You should never miss an extra point kick. You're just too close. You're just too close.
What the fuck?
This is just preseason football. It's just not good football. It's just
okay. And if you mentioned the quarterbacks here, I've made my pick. I'm all Gilbert.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, even just watching his limited reps in this, and then watching Cooper Rush and Ben DiNucci, it's clear who the number 2 quarterback is. I would feel confident if Dak went down for a game or two. I would feel confident with Gilbert stepping in with our wide receiver core, as long as our offensive line's healthy and as long as we have Zeke. I think he could walk in and win in the NFL. I don't think Ben DiNucci or Cooper Rush, doesn't matter who the fuck you give them. Give them Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice and Randy Moss on one team. Gilbert ain't winning you nothing. Not Gilbert. DiNucci ain't winning you nothing. So my choice is also Gilbert, and I don't think it's going to change. Doesn't matter how much preseason I have to watch.
Would you buy a Gilbert jersey?
Probably not. It's like I just bought that Micah Parsons one in Canadian with once you do the exchange rate and shipping and whatever, it's fucking like $200.
It is not cheap.
Yeah,
no, it's $200. So for me, backup quarterback, unless if Dak gets hurt again and Gilbert somehow takes us to the Super Bowl, then you bet your ass I'll get a Gilbert jersey. But
what I have a site that gets replica jerseys for like $20-$30.
I don't know if I just.
Is that
Adam
the Chinese
Bessie's-
one that you got your basketball tops from?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a couple for us. Just all random like Gilbert, DiNucci.
Yeah, if you do.
Yeah.
See, that's funny. Like if you get like.
I can't wait to see the spelling.
Yeah.
Get me
Guy
Barrett. Get me a
Guy
guard,
Barrett.
Guybert.
Guybert, G-U-B-E-R-T.
Guybert. So
Guybert.
this is the thing. I've used a website before, and I got.
Well, I mean,
got
I've
an
used
M-
lots of websites before.
No, but like for the jerseys, to purchase a jersey, and I got an Emmitt Smith, and when I got it, it's not worth it. I'll just pay my money and.
So even if it was a shitty kind of stitching slightly, or if after you wash it kind of gets a little ranky, for $25 plus shipping, like shipping of $8, you wouldn't spend $30 on a Guybert jersey.
It'd have to look.
I mean,
legit.
Just like watching the Cowboys, right?
Oh God.
Adam,
It
I'll
is.
spend. Adam, I'll spend $30 on a Your Name 00 jersey.
That would be okay. I'll hook it up because I have a Clippers. I went to.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal too, and you've just told everyone on here that you're gonna buy us all.
How is
I got
it-
these guys
What do you mean?
making
How is it
jerseys.
illegal?
I mean, it's an app. It's
Jerry's
going
gonna
to
send the
It's an app
cease
on
and
the phone.
desist.
Yeah, but it's still it's
It's an app on the phone. I don't know if it's legal or not.
Hey,
It seems like it's illegal for the prices.
Nike owns the jersey rights. It's no different than if you were gonna wear Nike shoes that weren't made by Nike. It's counterfeit. It's illegal.
Is it illegal to buy or is it illegal to sell?
Maybe just sell. You might be right. You might be right. You might have got me this time, ad Bess.
Hey, guess what?
Okay,
Hey, guess what? Fuck you. Hey, Anth, guess what?
You win at best.
You win this time.
And you know what? I'm controlling the audio and the video. I will just make it me, and I'll mute all you other fuckers until you leave.
Please don't.
Adam, it sounds crisp and it looks great.
Thanks, dude.
What else are some of these other points
and-
that they brought up in this Hall of Fame game?
Yeah. So the other stuff is really just
Bullshit, Phil. Like Matt Canada, they were talking about there.
Pittsburgh BS, except for
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
there's just nothing. There's nothing for us here except for Canadian boy Claypool had a nice 60+ yard catch. That was pretty cool. And for your jersey there, Steve, Najee Harris got some action.
He
But,
did. Yeah.
When do you get that, Steve? How come you're not wearing it right now?
I have got
He
it
wore
already.
he wore it one time on the cast.
I must have forgot.
Blacked out.
It must have been so forgettable.
You just blacked out.
Oh,
That's it. That's the put down.
Yeah,
You haven't got a memory.
I don't have.
So what we got going on next? The next preseason
Okay.
game is
Where am I?
the next preseason game. The Cowboys play the Cardinals on Friday the 13th, and preseason game one you'll see the starters like Dak maybe not because his shoulder still, but you'll see Zeke play. You'll see Amari Cooper. Oh no, Amari Cooper's on the fucking pup list too. You'll see CeeDee Lamb. You'll get Michael Gallup. All the guys. You'll get all your starters for at least, I would say, it's different now because there's only the 3 preseason games. So I would imagine they're all going to play for at least a quarter. So that's kind of fun. We get to see some actual players that we cheer and actually like, and not just.
Are the players fans of preseason? Do you think?
I think it depends. If you're a superstar that's already made his mark in the league, no. But if you're, I imagine Micah Parsons went into it looking at it like it was going to be a game. You know, you're still trying to prove something. I think it's probably the guys that are 3rd, 4th, 5th years that have already made their mark, that know they're going to be starting, that probably are just look at it as a kind of a practice. But and that's why you get the type of football that you get, right?
I think the second and okay, this is different now because we have less game. What the hell?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So you get 3 games. So next week they'll probably play 1 quarter, maybe a bit more. Game 2 will be the dress rehearsal, where they'll probably play 2 to 3 quarters, and then the 3rd game, like the week before season, they probably won't play all that much.
But it's different this year. Last and every season before, we had 4 games, so it was usually the 2nd and 3rd games where the starters would come out and get up to game speed, and then they'd be pulled by second half typically, and then no one would play kind of the 4th season.
Yeah,
or they'd have in that last game they'd have whatever last decision was needing to be made. That's where it would probably kind of be decided.
Yeah, when it was 4 weeks, the first week they played maybe a quarter. Second game was a quarter and up to 2. Third game was almost 3 quarters. Like it's a dress rehearsal. Like they almost played the whole game, and then fourth. Like you just said, fourth game was basically just the guys that they needed to see, like who they were going to cut, who they were going to sign for that last game. So you do have this other element to it now with the 3 games. So we don't know how much they're going to play. The starters might play a lot in week 1, preseason game 1, and then I'd almost say the whole game in preseason game 2. I'd be surprised if they didn't.
What's the amount of cuts from preseason to season that a team needs to do?
Well, it goes down from 90 to it's going to go from 90 guys on the roster right now to 53 by week 1, and then you have your 8 to 10 guys on the practice squad.
That's a huge.
It's half, almost half, man.
That's unreal.
It really is, and this is going to be cool. Like this Tuesday is the first Hard Knock episode, which kind of sucks for this first game, but by next Friday when their first preseason game, second including the Hall of Fame game, we're going to kind of get a little bit of behind the scenes stories and maybe have a couple.
But it's not going to cover the Hall of Fame game. Like,
of course it is.
Episode 2 or 3 will be the Hall of Fame game, not the first episode.
Oh, maybe no.
Yeah, when did they start filming?
They'll start filming a week before training camp, and then they'll start filming during training camp.
They'll have Hall of Fame game on the first episode.
It'll be like episode 2 or 3.
No, episode 2 or 3 is they're gonna do it as preseason goes, so that have you ever watched Hard Knocks?
But it's usually like a week or 2 behind.
We'll see.
Okay.
Alex, can you scroll down the schedule there just so I can see the rest of them?
Hey, guess what, Anth?
Muted.
Fuck you.
I thought you were gonna mute me. We don't play the Steelers though, do we, this year? No.
I don't think so.
No, we definitely don't.
Ooh, look at this sweet on November 25th. Damn, that would have been awesome. There's a Skank Fest tour, Comedy Fest, right around the same time.
So are we still going to hit the great Canadian?
I want to do it.
Can Fan tour.
I want to do it. It's just I'm worried. I'm honestly worried with us. And I hate to bring up the COVID shit because we've talked about it quite a bit, but I honestly think it's going to be trickier. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be in the open again for us at least. The States, I'm sure you can go down to, but I think to go down there for a week, you'd have to quarantine coming back up here. Maybe not if you have your shots.
Yeah, I think if you're double vaxxed, we wouldn't have.
I would love to go. I'll just leave it at that.
So
I work from home, so I don't give 2 shits if I get quarantined.
Yeah, true enough. So as of now, I would love to go. That's the kind of I've been planning that as my vacation time. So
we'll look at it first few weeks of October.
I have enough air miles set up for me to fly free, so I'm ready to fucking go.
Well, you know what?
Damn, don't worry.
Hey, Ant, guess what?
What? So do you?
Oh,
Hey, who's there
Nice
before you
fight.
get off
Okay.
that? Who do they play? Who do they play in preseason game 2 for the dress rehearsal?
Cardinals, wasn't
No, that's technically their first game
it? Oh.
because the Hall of Fame game is not actually part of
Okay.
the preseason. It's weird. The Hall of Fame game isn't included.
Oh, what the
So
heck?
Alex,
That's just
Alex
what I'd
doesn't.
seen. That's
I-
just
I
what I'd
can't-
seen that
and-
Lost would say.
Alex doesn't know how to
Anthony,
use.
I can't go back.
Okay, never
Alex
mind.
doesn't
Then.
know how to use a Mac.
On to
We'll
the
never-
on to
we'll
the
never
next
know.
on to the
We'll never
next
know.
topic.
As you can see, bandwagon boy number
Oh,
2
is that
right
what's
here.
is
He
that
does-
what's happening?
So-
It's because he's not used to using the MacBook.
I'm not used to the
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah.
Gotcha. That makes more
Okay,
sense.
hey,
I
hey,
thought you were
hey.
just stuck on.
vape for us? Vape for us, you fucking bitch. Oh yeah,
Is he vaping?
he's vaping for us.
Nice
Yeah, I
one.
just have a little vape. I can't vape in Adam's basement.
Douche stick. Yeah.
You know what I like is that
What are you talking about? You can vape down here. I don't care if you vape in here the whole time.
that Anth was wireless and it went really smooth, and now bandwagon boy number 2's out and the thing's fucking fell to pieces. So who's more important? That is my question.
Well, he's vaping right now.
See, that's really actually insightful, and that's why
I
we have
think
you
so.
on this.
Yeah.
No, wait a second. Wait a second. This technically, this podcast is going off flawless.
It
So,
is. It is.
So bandwagon boy number 1 did his job. Just because Alex doesn't know how to operate a Mac computer that's the main issue right there. Look at him. He's vaping.
Okay, hey.
He's sweating. He's vaping, and he doesn't know how to use a Mac.
Adam, this is what's happening. I'm standing on the stage accepting the award, and I'm doing this. Thank you, and then I'm looking over to you. Hey, dude, you're doing great. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Before we jump onto a different topic,
Yeah.
About Alex.
No,
sweating
not
and
a-
vaping?
not about
Okay,
you guys.
Sorry.
stuff that I'm kind of looking forward to. The next preseason game is the Cowboys just getting a touchdown because they didn't
Totally.
they didn't get into the end zone against the Steelers, and even if it's just a shit, like, you're still running the same scheme. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. Even if the team, it could be preseason, but if you don't score, that's still a bad thing,
Yeah.
preseason or not, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely hope their offense puts up more than 3. I definitely hope their kicking improves. I hope Ben DiNucci, when he gets in, he doesn't look like dog shit. And I would love to see Garrett Gilbert connect with CD for a TD. That rhymed. Those are the things I'm
There's
looking
a lot
for.
of initials in that.
Yeah, it was CD, TD, AB. So
Because you were practicing the NATO phonetic alphabet earlier.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was, right?
Hey, Alpha Bravo.
Charlie Echo Delta Echo Tango Delta. That's
Man,
what we
dude,
want.
Look, speaking of those wide receivers, we've been doing a lot of talking, hyping about the Cowboys receivers, and that's, a lot of people agree that we have a solid trio up front. This article by PFF came out, the NFL Receiving Corps.
Before you bring it up, I don't know if you looked at it, Steve. You probably saw it in the group chat, but I was going to say, if you had to rate the Cowboys receivers,
Right.
because you're an outside,
Yep.
you have an outside perspective on it. Like, where would you put them?
Going off past, well, you can't really go off past seasons. It was a rookie year last year. I'd go Cooper, CeeDee, Gallup.
But where do you think they rank? Like, like as
in respect to other receiving corps?
yeah, league wide, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because that's a pretty good 1, 2, 3. So
And then you got to put in,
you've got teams that have got a great 1 and a great 1, 2, but that's a pretty good 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'd say it's okay. I'm on the spot here. Top 5.
Yeah.
top
I
5.
I respect that, because you know what? It's easy for me as a Cowboys fan to be a homer. Obviously, it's easy to pick your team as always being a top 5 team or a top 5 position group. But it's nice to hear someone else with a different outlook agree that they do have a very their top 3 guys are very talented.
Top 2 with a better QB.
Yeah.
Shall we reveal?
Let's reveal.
Shall I pull down this article's pants?
Pull it down. Whip this article out.
Whip it out.
So number 1, okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I can see that. You know what though?
Are they taking the QB into that though? Or is that
Yeah.
just receiving core?
You know what? I actually listened to a interview with the guy who wrote this, and he tried to he's like, of course we have, like, that is a factor as much as he tries to not make it a factor. But so yeah, like everything. everything's taking into account.
Their
So just
main
yeah,
thing. You also got to think they're counting tight ends too, right? So
Yeah,
they're,
right.
they're, they got
Receiving
Gronk
core.
too, right? Like they're
Yeah.
it's plus. So that's what it is. I think it's grouped. I think that's grouped in.
Okay.
But then that
It's
even
the
makes
depth.
me think, because I know where the Cowboys are on here, but it also makes me think KC. I honestly think KC's receiving core. I would take them over Tampa. Honestly,
Really?
Well, yeah.
I would. I honestly would. I would with Kelsey.
With Kelsey, yeah.
I know his name's pronounced different. I would take that receiving core, I think, over Tampa's. But I'd also take the Cowboys receiving core over Tampa's. So I think Tampa could be switched out with.
I don't agree with that. Number one.
No, fair enough. I mean,
did we lose you?
no, I thought I
number
lost.
two.
Guys,
like that.
I'm sorry. I thought I lost you. I mean,
Okay, so yeah, again, he huffed a little bit too much on his vape.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
10 minutes ago.
Did you, Alex? Did you just go from 4
Oh
to
yeah,
9?
you guys aren't seeing him. He's sitting there.
we can't see him.
Yeah, we can't
vaping.
see him.
Yeah. Vape for us right now, you bitch. Vape for us.
I'm just vaping. I'm having a couple vapes.
So what do we got at 2? What do we got at 2? Let's get these two boyfriends
Okay,
away from
number
just
2.
staring at each other.
Here we go. We them boys.
Woo 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 woo.
Dallas Cowboys. And I think that's fitting. What I was going to say is just the Kelsey Hill combination is enough to put them with any sort of quality NFL receiver into number
agree.
1.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, good shout.
but number 2 here. This
Yeah,
is
I don't disagree with
awesome.
that.
I don't disagree. I'm assuming KC is going to be 3. I didn't actually look further than the Cowboys, but I'm assuming KC is going to be at 3 because I can see the top of a helmet there. I can just see the red helmet there. But I think they could almost be interchangeable, and that might just be me being a Cowboys fan. A lot of people probably wouldn't put Dallas at 2. I'll say that. I don't think a lot of people would put Dallas at 2.
If you're looking at just the 3 receivers,
But they're not, because you have Blake
I know.
Jarwin right there. They're taking it all in.
that's true. He even mentioned, we're even taking into receiving running back. So,
So and then you got Zeke, right? So Zeke is a very good receiving running back. He's had
what
50
about TP20?
yeah, and TP20. Tony Pollard can also catch the rock. So I like 2. I could also, if someone didn't think Dallas was top 3, I could still see that. If someone put them out of the top 5, I would get a little offended and argue. I would argue that point.
Should we quickly?
Yeah, let's just see the top 5. I'd
brush
like to
through?
see the top 5. Yeah, KC, obviously.
Yeah,
I think
easily,
KC
yeah.
and Tampa should be switched. TBH.
And you know what? I think anyone, depending on how you're looking at those 3, it's fair. Because I would say if you're looking at just the 3 wide receivers, which of course is not fair for how they use Kelsey in Kansas City, I'd say Dallas has a really run at it at number 1. But yeah, those 3, high quality. And then who's it going to be next? It's going to be Tennessee. Oh, Buffalo Bills. Okay.
Weird.
Oh, fair enough.
So this is the thing with the Bills. Besides Stephon Diggs, they have Cole Beasley. Could you guys name any of their other receivers or tight ends?
No.
I couldn't
No.
off the top of my head. I honestly couldn't.
No.
Well, it looks like they got Sanders. who had
Emmanuel
some good
Sanders.
years.
Yes, I do know Sanders.
He had some good years.
Who's their tight end? It'll be that.
Deshaun Quox.
That's a
Knox?
hard no from me. Bills at 4.
I don't think. Yeah.
No, Bills at 4. Bad move. Titans should be at 4, 100%. With Brown and Julio together.
100. Yeah. Brown. I mean, or the Titans with those 2 guys. There are with those 2 wide receivers that could arguably both be ones on any other team. They're going to be
Who did they
top
lose
5.
this offseason then? The Titans.
They lost. Who's the other guy? The other really good receiver.
Yeah.
If they had him, they would be number 1. I can't
what's
remember his
freaking
name. AJ, what was the Titans receiver that got picked up by a different team in free agency?
Let's see.
He's
I can't spell.
He's googling right
AJ Brown, Mike Williams.
now. No, in 2020.
That does say 2020.
mean, you know.
This
how
is the
hard
part
it
of the podcast where we take a break for feedback. Hear the feedback in the mics.
Was it Corey Davis?
There's
Corey
Anthony
Yeah.
Sexton.
Davis. It was Davis.
It was
yes.
Davis. So if they still had him, I think they're number one for sure. Because they were great. Just Brown and Davis were really good. And then the thing that you don't take into account for receiving teams is their running back. Like, you're gonna have to put 8 in the box to stop Derrick Henry. But now you have who are you double teaming? Are you double teaming Julio Jones or
AJ Brown?
Or AJ Brown? Like, or do you?
I mean,
or
who
do
would
you,
I rather double team with you? Good question.
But that's the thing. And then if you decide to, it's a pick your poison type thing. If you decide to play coverage and just defend both those receivers, well, now Derrick Henry they have 7-on-7 up front. And
Derrick Henry could go 1 against 11.
right?
And he would still
He
score.
has. He
literally.
has.
I think that's a
Stiff
super
arm
good
the whole
point,
team
though.
and fucking run it in.
No, Henry's a fucking monster, but Zeke also has like super skill. He's looking real trim. So like, if you factor in the ability of a running back to pull or to make defense have to watch him as well.
Yep.
I mean, you're just making a better and better argument for the Cowboys to be number one.
Who's fucking excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. I can't wait.
I'm pumped for football. That was the best thing about the Hall of Fame game is football was back. It was honestly just to see football back and to see fans in the stands was sweet.
Also, today was United's final preseason game before the Premier League kicks off next week.
So that starts too?
That starts next week. And
What?
the Football League started today, the Championships, but the Premier League starts next week, and United beat Everton 4-0 in the final preseason
What
game.
is an Everton?
I don't think So first off, we
they
need
just another
subtitles
team?
or translation for everything you just said there.
No, I
Adam,
got
I
it.
gotta
Really-
take a
Okay.
quick whiz.
Go.
I got it. It was Manchester season starts next week because their last preseason game was this week. And they played Everton, and they beat them 4-0.
But okay, so tell me the difference between the two leagues. And I know you've explained this to me before, but for our other American
Premier League and
fans,
Champions.
Oh, so you got the Premier League, right? Which is the top of the Football League. Well,
Yep.
it's not even the Football League, it's the Premier League. Then you've got the Championship, which is the division below. So the 3 teams that finish bottom of the Premier League this season will go down to the Championship, and the 2 top teams will automatically come up from the Championship, and then they'll have a playoff from 3rd to 6th to see who comes up with them.
okay, so
I
Ted
didn't know that.
3 teams down, 3 teams up,
Okay,
I didn't
so
know that.
okay, so Ted Lasso's team,
and now in the Championship because
They're
they
in the-
got relegated from the Premier League last season.
so they were in Premier last season.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Ted Lasso is in season 2 on Apple TV Plus. If you haven't checked it out,
Fridays.
Question for you.
It's great. It's a great show.
Man is there in Premiere?
Yeah.
Okay. Have they ever been dropped down?
Yep.
Does it like kind of
Before I was born.
but it's kind of okay. So that takes away my next question. I was gonna say, does it feel like a punch in the gut? Because it's kind of like an A league and a B league,
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah, well, there's also 2 more divisions below that. There's actually a lot of divisions below that, but then it starts getting into local leagues and.
So is there still like really good players that play in the Champions, or
Yeah.
do they all get bought out for the?
Well, when you get relegated from the Premier League, obviously, you get parachute payments from the Premier League when you go down a division because you're going to have players playing in the Championship that are on Premier League contracts, and the money's not as big. So,
Yeah.
some players leave, some players stay, but there are quality players in the lower divisions.
Crazy.
Okay,
That's
so-
an interesting way, like an interesting structure, and that only happens. They obviously only drop at the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney from It's Always Sunny
Yeah,
in
they bought
Philadelphia.
Wrexham.
They bought Wrexham. So what league is Wrexham
I think
in?
they're in like League One or something,
And they're filming
which is the 3rd division, League
they're,
One.
They're filming a documentary on them taking this team and trying to help turn it around.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
It'll be kind of cool.
Really?
I'm
So-
excited for that. Yeah.
So sorry, Division 1. Where's Division 1?
It goes Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two. They're your 4 professional leagues.
Okay, so they're in the third professional league then.
Probably League One or League Two.
Okay,
Bottom
level.
2 leagues. I can't remember where they are.
There's something about. I mean, I think so. The cool thing about it is that because you could drop out or you can work yourself into the upper leagues. It's not like the NFL is just the NFL. You're in it or
if
you're
you
out.
finish last, you get the best pick.
Yeah. So that. But it's kind of the same, right? Because not the same, but the last place team benefits by trying to get a better player, whereas I guess it isn't the same at all.
It's
If you're
completely,
last place,
it's actually completely opposite.
yeah, if you're last place,
guess what, Ed?
if you're
It's
last
not
place,
the same.
if you're last place, you're out.
You're out.
Gone. So
yeah.
Which is the way, you know what? Which is the way it should be.
They say that the final playoff or the playoff game to get to the Premier League is the richest game in sports because
what bets?
the amount of money that comes to that team to get up. It's
Gotcha.
like
Because
do or die. You either stay there or you're going up and you're getting that.
Because
sweet money.
there's no caps or anything. Like
There's
you can
no cap.
fucking dump as much.
Manchester City just bought Jack Grealish today or yesterday for £100 million.
Jesus.
Okay, so in conversion, how much USD
What,
is that?
170?
Oh, I don't know, but it's about
Too
100.
much.
It's about 176 million Canadian
Yeah.
dollars. So whatever the.
But is that spread out over a couple seasons?
Well, yeah.
It depends how they do it.
Well,
They-
no,
they
no.
might- they
Yeah,
might-
he could give it. He could
No,
sign
they
it. He
probably
could sign a
paid.
bonus.
They probably paid all of it because they're owned by Sheikh Mansour.
So-
I got all that oil money, right?
The reason that structure would never work in football, like having say 30, how many teams are in the Premier League?
20.
So say even 20. Well, I guess if you did 40 then. But if you had 32 in the league and then 32 in the league below, it would never work because it's already hard enough to find fucking 15 quarterbacks that are good. You know what I mean? Like the knockoff or the drop off from the top quarterback in the NFL compared to the 60th best quarterback in the NFL is a huge
Yeah.
gap.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that. I think that if you.
What do you mean?
Well, if you had more teams playing, then again, like taking snaps in an actual game. I think obviously year 1, year 2, it would probably be pretty shitty where you don't have the caliber of quarterbacks the same. But I think over time,
Adam, they can't even find 32 quarterbacks right now. There's one league and there's
Yeah, but
usually
guess
10
what?
quarterbacks.
There's actually 92
that's what-
teams in the English league.
yeah, but that's why they would go to the league. They would go to the championship league and then League 1 and League 2.
But then that's what I mean. The teams that came up, that they would always just be at the bottom and they'd just be interchanging.
Guys, we do have that league. It's called the CFL.
And actually, this is funny. I posted on someone's Instagram. They had a picture of DiNucci and they were arguing about it on a podcast. And I just commented below it. I can't wait to watch DiNucci in the CFL because that's the only place that guy's going.
What team do you think DiNucci would get put onto? Saskatchewan Roughriders?
I hope. I hope.
Look, Adam, it's funny because it's not like regardless of whatever you want, like it's not the same structure, but the XFL, the other leagues, the Arena Football League, these are leagues that have I'm not trying to compare them at all in quality, but they've tried to pick up that next level and they just never do it.
They've tried they've tried to be that the feeder league. Like it's been happening since the 80s. You had the USFL. They've been literally trying to have this. They don't want to compete with the NFL. They want to be the NFL's feeder pool, but they just can't. It just doesn't work.
Kind of like the
doesn't work
MLS
for
and
some
the
reason.
NASL.
So,
100%.
Okay, so now my question is, do you think those leagues would work if the NFL did like an NFL B league, like a sanctioned league, so they had it kind of worked up into it? Because there's a lot of players who get put onto a team and then they don't make the team.
All the Premier League teams have their own reserve teams, and they promote players from within. So there's already a Premier League B league, which is the reserve team league.
And if you make it, you're going to that team.
Yeah.
You're not on.
You're already signed by that team.
Yeah, you're not on this.
But they play in reserve league, so it's like, and then a lot of players get loaned out to lower division teams to cut the teeth and get some game time. So
Crazy.
Now, one more question about football, like the original football, not
The OG football.
not American football. What's the difference with like? So you got
what's the difference?
you got Manchester, and then
Well, one's American football. They throw the ball. The other one.
no.
Go on. What was your question?
no. My question is like, so is Real Madrid in like a different league?
Yeah,
they're Spanish.
Yeah, they're not.
So, but what? Okay, yeah, I get, but that's why I'm asking the question. Like, so what league are they in?
La Liga, the Spanish league.
So they never compete against Manchester
Yeah,
United.
in the Champions League.
But Champions League below the Premier League. Though.
No, Champions League is a European competition, the European Cup. So the top four of the English league go into
like
the
college
Champions,
football.
Go into the Champions League against the
Right.
best in Spain, France, Germany, all the European countries, and they midweek during the season they'll play a Champions League. So You might play Madrid. You might play
I'm
Bayern Munich.
I'm just saying, like, we definitely have.
Are we doing Getting Mank then?
Getting Mank would be a great ep because this is. I need to talk a little bit more as soon as. So next, this is like a little teaser. As soon as Premier League starts, you'll be tuning into Getting Manked.
Do they play on weekends or during the week?
both.
Oh, fuck. So that makes it tough to watch.
Well, we'll just do a wrap up, a weekly wrap up.
Okay, what do we got on the docket next here, AJ? Oh, Trevon Diggs.
Okay, hang on. Do you see what he just did there? He was tired of listening to your British bullshit.
No, I wasn't. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I know someone who's not going to be back-to-back weeks a guest on Getting Manked.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I try to go with structure. If I let Adam just mamble on, he will mamble on about nothing for
That's
the
fair.
next
That's fair.
2 hours.
Yeah, let's get off this fucking limeys. Let's go. Come on.
I'm a
We're
rambler.
talking Cowboys here, boys. Come on.
Guys, it was all good, and
Oh, AJ's still here.
I'm still here. Now that I'm the only one listening, let's no, seriously, pound your ham and let's get on to Cowboys. Cowboys, Trevon Diggs.
Trayvon.
Skip this.
I know she
Trayvon
Trevon.
Diggs,
No, it's Trevon.
set
I don't
for
know.
Year 2 breakout in 2021, and he's the number one. There's a list of different players. He's number one on the list. Let me read his stats real quick. 12 games. This was his rookie season. 12 games, 3 interceptions, 14 defended passes, 1 forced fumble, a sack, and 58 tackles. Not bad for a first year as a CB.
So you know what really jacks my ham about this? If you go to the Instagram, do you have it still up, or is it going to be a fucking? Is it going to be hard
Just
to
keep
get
talking.
to?
You are making it very difficult, Am. Like, what are you doing here?
This is what
Did you learn nothing from the first half?
This is what really makes me excited. He had an interview in training camp. Keep scrolling down a little bit, down, and
Look at the Gilbert's
no,
face.
oh no, there he is. So I just like what he said here. Down, AJ, the head. I just like what he said here. Well, we can't. Oh no, we can't hear it.
Yeah, you can.
Well, we missed the main part.
It's gonna reset. You know, I can't control the stupid effing autoplay. Just let me control it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone that didn't catch that, he
I
said
love that headband.
He said he got his hands on 14 balls last year. 14 footballs. He got his hands on
half the team.
7 dudes. He got 7 dudes.
7 dudes. So he got his hands on 14 pigskins, and he didn't have 14 interceptions, and he said that's a problem, which is, I mean, I fucking love that
That's
attitude.
the kind of attitude you want.
Yeah, that's...
Well, look, the Cowboys have been looking for a number 1 CB for a number of years, and I like the attitude's great. I hope he comes into play. I love his name. I love his hair, and headband. I mean, yeah, Anth. I'm and only Anth. Listen to this. Everyone else, shut your ears up. I hope. No, I mean, I hope he can fill that void.
Yeah, me too. And it's gonna be tough because they don't really have a number 2 receiver or CB right now. So he's got a lot of the weight of he's gonna get every single number 1 receiver, right? Like he's gonna have a big shoes to fill to try to stop some of the NFC East receivers. Nice pick right there. He's a fucking Philly killer. The 2 games he played, I think he had 2 or 3 interceptions against Philly.
And you know what? I love the TV show It's Always Sunny about Philadelphia. So
That's a good catch for a CB, man.
Yeah. I hope they draft next year a corner whose surname is Lamb.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
CB Lamb.
CB.
CB La. I mean,
there's what did Anth call him? That
Sneakily low-key
that sneaky
comedy.
funny guy. That sneaky little dick.
CB Lamb.
Sneaky dick.
You know what? It's that
CB
over the
Lamb.
pond
Oh,
humor
that's good.
that Americans have been eating up for decades.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
We got it right here.
We need to get Steve's American version, like, just like just looks exactly like Steve, because every good comedic piece from the UK, they try to make an American version of it. So now we need to be on the search for Steve's American version.
Like, but someone that has just it's not red hair, it's just all like dark hair. So he's like dark beard, dark hair.
And you know what? I don't think Steve is
And it won't
is
be
a
as funny.
guest.
No.
No.
Steve's a host, but we just relegate him sometimes.
Yeah, he just rolls in and out. He's in the DMs. We don't just put anyone in the DMs.
No. You
I
want?
mean, I live next door. It's tough to get rid of me.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's here. He just walks over.
But
Adam,
what does it say? So Trevon Diggs, did you read?
Okay.
What does it say here? Why do they think he's? What's this top thing they say here? The Cowboys missed.
Yeah, they're talking about how we missed on J.C. Horn and Patrick Certain,
Which we
in
were
the
big
draft.
on. We were big on Patrick.
We were really hoping, and everything added up for the Cowboys actually getting them, but obviously they were taken first. So we'll see what happens there. But basically, it's like, okay, but now it leaves this spot open, and Diggs, he sees the opportunity. He's going to try to take it. Let's fucking support the guy. And
he's had a great training camp, by the way.
Yeah.
He's had a really, really good training camp. He's one of the, just with the Cowboys writers, I think they put him at third or fourth best player of camp so far. And he's going against CeeDee Lamb, and he's going against Michael Gallup. So he's got good competition to go against. Not to mention, actually, this is a good story. Obviously, his brother, Trevon Diggs, there's videos of him in the offseason.
Is that true, brother?
Yeah, him and Trevon Diggs going one-on-one against each other all offseason.
Man,
so, I mean, he has a top 3 or top 5.
I know it's the same surname, but there's a lot of surnames.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
yes,
Well,
no, totally.
I had Stefon Diggs. I drafted him his rookie season.
I like Stefon Diggs.
He's
So
one of
do
my
I.
guys that I'll always draft, no matter if he's available. I'll draft him.
Yeah, you've been on the Trevon Diggs bandwagon for a long time.
Yeah. You think that I would know that him and Trevon Diggs are bros? Trevon.
They are.
Trayvon.
They're
Are you sure it's
broskies.
Trayvon?
Yeah.
Or is it
Oh,
Trevon?
is it
Trevon.
Stefan?
Strayvon?
Trayvon and Stefan.
Trayvon and Stefan.
Statham?
You think I would know that they were brothers? I didn't.
They're brothers.
Didn't know
And
it.
you know what? And who's better to you have your offseason to train against one of the best
I know.
receivers in the NFL. And then hopefully for him, for Stefan, he's got one of the hopefully future best.
Okay, do you think that he's a do you think that he's a CB because his younger bro made him cover him? No, sorry, his older bro made him cover him.
Maybe. Well, it's the same with J.C. Horn, one of the guys that we were just talking about the Cowboys possibly drafting. The reason his dad, Joe Thorne, was a receiver for the New Orleans Saints for a long time, and he said the only reason he was a CB was because he didn't want to be in the shadow of his dad.
Did you?
So it could be the same thing with a brother, right?
So you think it's Joe Thorne?
Joe Thorne is J.C. Thorne's dad,
Not this guy.
not this guy.
Horn.
It's not that guy.
Definitely not that
Who
guy.
the fuck
Say,
is this
New
Joe
Orleans.
Oh, I didn't even bring. I don't. It's not even on the screen right now. But here, let's show.
What
It's
fucking
not Thor-
internet are you using in your undisclosed location?
Maybe I said
Horn.
his-
Horn. It's
maybe I
Horn,
said-
not Thorn. What are you talking? Horn.
Oh, yeah,
it's Horn.
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 JC
Oh,
Horn.
fuck.
Horn.
What the-
Jeepers.
There we go.
Jesus.
There
Hey,
he
well,
is.
sorry, Joe Thorne.
Okay, at the 53-minute mark, people just turned it off. These
So
guys
Joe
are fucked.
Horn.
Really?
Joe
53?
Horn.
They made it that long.
They did not.
Right.
make it
Oh,
that long.
I remember Joe Horn. He was good.
He was on that rookie. He was on that rookie episode that I sent you guys.
Yeah.
His son.
And his son basically said the reason he wanted to be a CB was so he wasn't in his dad's shadow,
Pick
which
that
goes
nose,
back.
Alex.
Which goes back. Maybe Trevon Diggs didn't want to be compared to his brother as the
I can see that.
successful wide receiver, so
Yep.
he made his own.
I mean,
I can see that.
Made his own
look,
path.
guys,
Okay, what was Tiki and Marion Barber?
Twins.
I know, but
Not
no, but
that's
what
Million
position? What
Vanilli,
were their
C-
positions?
CB and running back.
Okay, so completely different.
Completely different, and they were both really good.
Well, yes, I know, but I'm just saying, like, we're trying to see if you have the 1-on-1 type of thing.
Well, that's
Ima-
probably why they
okay,
did
so-
it. So they had one of them great because they grew up. Obviously, they went to the same college. They played on the same high school team. Their teams were so good because one of them was on offense and one was on defense. Nobody could stop them.
Okay, but then you
And
have Peyton and Eli, and yet they're both quarterbacks. And Archie,
That's a
they're
little bit
quarterbacks.
different, though, I think.
Why? Because they're
Just
white.
Because they're QBs. So it's like.
What is that
Is he,
noise?
is he live?
Hey, are we gonna have to call? Or where are we? Need to know your undisclosed location to send an ambulance there.
No.
They can't see you.
Alex
I'll
doesn't
find
even
a
know we're
different-
talking to him right now.
Well,
Are you okay?
No, hang on. So why do you think it's different? Because they're quarterbacks. Okay, suck that vape, you fucking bitch.
I just think because you saying about the wide receiver and the corner.
Yeah.
I can see that. But
Because
with
it's
with a quarterback, you know, one brother can't outdo the other.
Have you ever seen Peyton Manning or Eli
one
run?
brother. What?
No, but no. Okay,
They had no chance in any sport if they're like the most unathletic fucks. It's like if these guys can't throw,
You're right.
they're
Okay,
fucked.
okay, right. So do you think?
I just think if you're growing up and you're going to be a quarterback, then you're going to be a quarterback. It's like you can turn a wide receiver into a corner or a running back, into another position or whatever. But I think if you're growing up throwing a ball, you're going to throw a ball, and that's
but a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of guys who were quarterbacks, especially in the early days, who had legs, they were taken from the quarterback position, and then in college. And then in the NFL, they were put into a wide receiver person.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I hate to say it, but like if you watch Peyton or Eli run,
no,
they're quarterbacks
for sure.
Yeah.
They ain't doing anything athletic
here's
other than fucking throw the football.
Here's a question: do you know any brother tandems where one was a quarterback and one was a wide receiver? Because that seems like it would be if you're around the same age, it would be like, hey, you're going to toss me the ball.
But one was in the CFL and one was in the NFL.
Oh, who was the
Joe
CFL?
fucking Flutie and his brother. Doug Flutie and his brother. His brother was a Canadian, great Canadian wide receiver.
That's a fucking hell of a throw, isn't it?
Doug Flutie also
fucking over a border.
Doug Flutie played in the NFL,
He did,
CFL,
but-
USAFL.
But Doug Flutie's brother, who I don't even know his name, he was a really good CFL.
Flutie.
Yeah, I don't know his first name. I want to say Brandon Flutie. I don't know, but he was a really good wide receiver.
No.
in the CFL.
No. If Doug Flutie was Doug Flutie, then his brother would be like Greg Flutie or something like that. There's no way his name would be Brandon.
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I'm waiting for Alex to fact check it for
Frank
us.
Flutie.
Frank Flutie.
Guys, I would love
I'll tell
to,
you right now.
but we
Okay.
got to move the
Okay.
fuck on.
Okay, I'll find it.
To the next. Hey, what's our time, Matt?
56 minutes.
You got it really aggressive. Did you switch from the
here we
vape
go.
to
We got 30
cocaine?
minutes, guys. Everyone chill, tranquilo. Here we go.
You just said
okay.
kilo. He is.
Hey, we got some. Now, this is not Adam TMZ news. However,
Darren and Bill Flutie.
Yeah, two of them.
okay.
There they are.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, did you say Darren and Bill when one of them was called Doug?
Doug, Darren, and
There
Bill.
was three of them.
Oh, there's three of them. I was gonna say.
Those are solid names. Okay, can we, guys? We gotta go to Ezekiel Elephant.
Elephant.
Ezekiel Elephants. Ezekiel Elliott sued again over alleged dog attack, and this is a new one.
Yeah, well, it's happened around the same time, but it's just getting
Oh.
brought up. It happened May
Okay.
20th. Man, it's like, look at these dogs, though. Look at that. You would not want to get bit by the dog on the left there.
No, these two, I could handle. I give them a good kick, and they're gone.
I give him a good kick. That dog
This
would
one-
take you down. That's the one.
The
So
funny thing is,
So
okay, it's not
what's
funny.
happening? Is he walking him off leash? What's going on?
they were working. They were landscapers working in the yard, and his dogs got out. But I read something that he trains them as like guard dogs. So when they get out,
Well,
they're
look.
trained to attack people.
Oh,
If I lived in any, and I'm only assuming, I've never seen Zeke Elliott's house, but if I'm living, like, I would want a dog that is going to attack. My dog's lovely. He's a great dude. I don't know how well he's going to do if someone actually bum rushes me. Like, he's scary and barks, but if someone's coming in with a vengeance, like, he's probably going to hide from what I've seen when we're running and stuff like that.
Zeke doesn't have to worry about people breaking in. Those dogs will absolutely maul them. Because this is the third one.
But what I mean to say is, like,
The third dog
it's
attack?
Understandable. It's understandable when celebrities have animals like this, because, like,
but with great power comes great responsibility.
There you go.
absolutely.
There you
Steve.
go.
And
Thanks a lot,
the-
Uncle Ben.
So the dog attack. Funny thing, it's kind of this is kind of funny, but it's totally mean. But let's laugh at it anyway. one of the accusers, not this one, because this has happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Was a a pool cleaner lady who said she got bit and dragged by Ace, who was Zeke's Rottweiler.
Oh yeah, that's the
And
big
then
one.
as she was being dragged, these two little shits came up and were biting her legs.
It's
So
like
I'm just
zombie
imagining,
dogs.
like,
Zombie
they're like-
dogs.
Yeah, like okay, these dogs are lovely. I've only met a couple in my life, but if they're not,
They're droolers. They're droolers. Bulldogs are droolers.
Yeah. Like they're not like any dog's bite's gonna hurt. It's just funny to think like you would just kick these very hard in the
honestly,
little leg
okay,
and they go down.
Okay, I'll agree with you. Very funny sequence in a movie. Real life, to see
Yes,
a pool lady getting bitten and dragged by a Roddy, and then having two bulldogs come up and like,
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny when AJ first said it.
It was so the context, Adam, is I'm seeing this photo and I'm looking at, oh, those are two little dogs, but obviously the fucking Roddy there is a thick boy. He's gonna take me down. And then when I read the story below her, it was just. That's what I saw in my head is like a nice sunny day and this lady being pulled by the arm, which would
so
little like biting her socks or something, like they can't actually bite her flesh because their teeth, their big overbite or underbite won't let them.
Explain to me though. $1 million, obviously because it's Ezekiel Elliott. If it was anybody else that had that,
Dog's dead already.
The dog would be dead.
Yes,
they wouldn't have been a third one. There wouldn't have been a third attack. After the first one, dogs euthanized.
But that's not the point. What I'm getting at is it's not going to be. Here we're going to go wide shot so we could see Steve leaving for a piss break. He didn't even make an hour. What a wanka.
Steve throwing up the Steelers Nation.
The thought of $1 million. Anybody else? When you go a lawsuit like that, does it do it based on like what that person's has the ability to pay? Because if it was just a regular person, it would probably be like 50 grand.
Yeah.
Well, you got to prove its damages in this sense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what constitutes $1 million damage?
We'll read it. We didn't even read the person that
we
sued.
don't read these things on this podcast.
It's at the top.
We look at pictures and we read headlines. No, I think this is the meat and potatoes right here. But basically, Adam, what happens is I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer me up, buddy.
I see that someone got
legalese
bit.
us.
I see that someone got bit by Zeke Elliott's dog. I know how to manipulate the court system because it's a fucking if this then that type of thing to get $1 million push or $500K. But if not, this chick's gonna get what? Or this person's gonna get $100K, or I don't know, which would still be like they're gonna get covered. But the lawyer sees opportunity to come in, push it to $1 million to get a third of the winnings,
right?
Of the whatever, and what they're literally hoping is that Zeke says, "How about we make a deal?" And then they go for lesser. It doesn't go to court and it goes away.
Well, I hate to say,
the lawyer.
Well, that's usually what happens because they know that this person probably doesn't have the legal team that Zeke has. So that exactly like what you said, they're looking for a settle. They wanted him to just settle out of court. Pretty much. And
this is easy money. Zeke's dog.
Okay, relax.
Someone. It's like
relax. Okay.
Open and. I'm
it's
just
true
saying,
though.
like,
the person's gonna get paid
It's
out.
an open and shut mouth on a pool lady's leg.
Yeah, right.
Open and shut. It was an open and shut jaw.
It's not even the pool. It's not even the pool lady. That's the $1 million isn't even from the pool lady.
Oh.
The million.
No, the pool lady.
Who's about this? Oh, the gardener.
Yeah, the gardener. Yeah.
Landscaper.
This is it.
Oh,
this is it. Remember, back in June 2020, a pool cleaner alleged in a lawsuit that Ace bit her arm and dragged her. ... Before the 26-year-old's two bulldogs began attacking her legs. I almost said.
I like that. I like that it says allegedly. Like
okay, so seeing as that dog is still alive, and this is the third time,
right?
Did these happen?
Yeah. Did you not? Did you not see the first time we watched?
No, I didn't see it.
It was gross.
I don't watch the podcast if I'm not on it.
Oh man, I'll show you after. It's pretty bad.
Respect.
It's AJ. Get to the Zeke clip real quick, just for Steve. Just get it to the meat and potatoes of it.
I'm just showing people how to get there.
Just
Yeah.
show it. Yeah.
Let me just whip open these meat and potatoes, and it's easy to find because of the.
If you don't want to listen
cool-
to an hour and a half of us talking, you can head out to the YouTube page where you have to search
Okay,
Cowboys
watch
Can
this.
Fan. Oh, look at it. There's that DH Gate jersey.
I would even just skid up like just to.
You could have just Googled the image. You could have just Googled the image rather
Nah,
than
but
going.
this is more
look
fun.
see.
Look at that!
Look at this.
Look at that! Let's go back to that.
So majestic.
Fucking hey, look at that.
Here we
Hey,
see
when you're
Man,
majestic,
the
you're
wild
majestic.
Bessie in his element.
When you're majestic.
White Claw, baby.
Is that a White
Canada
Claw?
Dry. Let's go.
I like
Look
my,
how he takes a drink from the White Claw.
I like my
parched.
crack him if you got him.
Yeah. Okay. No,
This
is
is
this,
it.
are we even? I think we're just talking about it.
No, it comes out. Oh yeah, okay, there it was.
there it is.
Just wait for a reaction here.
Holy, what the fuck?
Same reaction.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, how have those dogs not been destroyed?
Hey, well, you would have if you would have listened to the podcast. We've already had this conversation. That's what I said. Any normal
Alright,
normal
I know what
person,
I'm doing tonight.
any normal person,
Getting bit by a dog?
any normal person, any of us that has a dog, like if your Rottweiler went out and did that to someone, dog's dead. Killed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's got money.
Okay, Alex, stop playing our podcast. We have 5 of this exact same voices talking.
Are we gonna get? Are we gonna get?
Look at you said that. Hello, I'm a podcaster.
Are we gonna ban ourselves?
I'm gonna try to ban us, but that's bullshit. I agree. It's the third fucking time. The guy has not learned his lesson. I don't want to say that an animal should be put down, but because he's so irresponsible, he should have the dogs at least taken away from him.
And what they do in this is, I read the just you again, please. Steve, I hope you take your headphones off, and Adam, you have to keep your headphones on, but don't listen to what I'm saying.
I'll mute it.
They asked to remove the dog from the area, so the city doesn't say you have to kill your dog. They just say you got to leave, and it's kind of like, okay, well then you got to figure out what you're gonna do.
So they just let the dog go off into the sunset to bite more people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, Zeke, we love you. You're gonna have a good season.
But I hope he has to give someone $1 million. At least he'll learn a lesson.
Well, I mean,
That's right, and then
that,
he's gonna play harder for that
Yeah,
bonus.
third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
Hey guys,
Crack him if you got him.
Hey.
he's looking. You can't see it, but he's looking at himself as he's doing it.
this
He was
is all
looking
I
at-
can see is me.
Yeah, he's looking at himself.
Should we move on? Roll over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're at an hour
Okay.
and 7 minutes. And like
Okay.
really, at this moment, it's just for us. So we can
We
take as long
got
as we want.
we got 2 more things, and then we're gonna get to the Adam TMZ. And,
What?
And these
Great.
can go quick.
What do you? Okay,
These
well,
can go quick.
Bullshit.
Next
Has
one.
more stuff happened since we
Watch
started?
this reveal.
Bullshit. Oh, okay, yeah, I do like this one.
Matt,
I wanna talk about Matt.
Oh, okay. Look at Ant's little butt. Ant's little butt started tightening up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like it now. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll up. I'm scrolling down to the bottom.
No, but go back to the headlines so we can
We
show the
are
fans what we're talking about.
first of all, Madden 2020.
2.
Two.
Can't wait. Matt,
Wow. Oh no, because it's all you're at guys that aren't even.
You suck another vape, buddy. Come on.
no, the way they did this.
You're going
Guys,
to the
I'm
top.
sorry, I don't know how to use a stupid FN.
So
He-
you're at the top. So
okay.
you're going to the
No,
top.
Just give me a.
Okay,
second.
Alex.
This
way-
is good. So
I knew that the scrolling was going to be an issue. Oh,
so you started at the top. So what Alex is doing? Stay there. Just stay there.
Here we go.
I don't
We're-
want. You can't
we're
see
looking-
what's going on.
We're
right now.
looking at the Dallas Cowboys right now, and it's the Madden rankings. The highest ranked player right now on the Dallas Cowboys is Zach Martin with a Madden rating of 98, which is he's their best, most consistent player at the moment. Before last year, I think he got hurt.
No, and that's what you want. Like,
Before last year, before he got hurt, every single year he's been an All-Pro and Pro Bowler. So I mean, and he's been in the league for 8 or 9 years. So it's hard to say he's not
Now-
98.
Why?
Should have been 99.
I don't
What do you
like.
mean he's consistent?
They're not going to have anybody 99.
Yeah, they do. There's I can name 99s. Aaron Donald.
I was going to say, if he's 98, Aaron Donald's 99,
Aaron
surely.
Donald's a 99. Patrick Mahomes is a 99.
You think so?
I know.
You know
So
what
I
I
already
wish
looked at
they
them.
would do?
I'm gonna look it up.
I wish
five
they
players.
would. I wish they would drop. I wish they would drop all this down to like 90 fucking 3 or 4 was the best, or 4 or 5.
So that someone that was
because,
really good was like a. What do you mean?
Well,
What's
then
your
it could
argument
go
for that?
up. Yeah, because there are going to be a couple, maybe they did it a better balance. We're going to go through and see. And I do like, just a sneaky peek here, that Amari Cooper is 92 and he's the second.
Yeah,
because it does mean
it does. It means he's
that
really
there's
good.
Lower, yeah.
I like how all the players get pissed off at the EA Sports
Yeah.
guys when the
the
ratings come out and
rankings,
they
yeah.
fucking butt hurt.
Okay, so I got the ratings here. Who are all the 99s in last year's version? So Michael Thomas, wide receiver for the New Orleans
It's
Saints.
this year. It's Madden 22.
I know, but I'm saying.
But they have this released. Why would you look at
Oh.
last year's if you could
Well,
look at this year?
who are the 99s then on this year?
Well, that's what you're going to say.
Why would you look up 2021 when you could look up
I didn't
Madden
know
2022 99?
because I
Adam,
didn't.
it took me so long to get down here to Zach Martin. I cannot switch over.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Google Madden
I'll
2022 99.
Yeah. I got
overall.
it right now. I got it right now.
I'm gonna say there's
2022.
yes.
Yeah.
2022. And then, we are ready to roll on the Cowboys whenever.
Okay, let's go.
So,
So this is great, and this is what you were saying. After this, I think there's only 3 Cowboys that are 90s, and then the rest.
that's right.
So it ends up. It ends up being there is balance. It's not everyone's a 98 or a 99. Zeke's not even in the 90s, right? So
No.
there is balance.
Okay, so shut your stupid mouth. Shut your stupid mouth.
Should I vape? Should I vape?
Just vape right now and shut your stupid mouth. I'll tell you the 5 players who are in the 99 club. We have Travis Kelce for
I was gonna say Kelsey's
Kansas.
probably.
Okay, so who do you think? 5 players.
Kelsey, Mahomes,
Donald.
Let me just think who was really, really good last
Okay, so
year.
both of you guys got those 3.
I know Brady's 98. Fuck.
Ooh,
Devontae
Devontae
Adams?
Adams.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
is he?
Adams
oh,
is
nice.
99.
Good call, guys.
Yeah, so we got one more.
One more. Is
Henry.
Nope.
he
Ooh,
defensive
that
or
was a good
offensive?
I'm not telling.
No, you got to.
I'm not telling.
Give us our
Come on,
give
you
us
gotta
our
give a clue.
lifeline.
I'm not
Come
telling.
on, give us a lifeline. We got a lifeline.
No, this isn't fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Who would be the last 99? I'm gonna say. Give us a clue.
Give us a team.
Okay, he is D.
He's on defense. He's on defense. Who was
And he's not on the line.
who was a really good?
Okay.
Corner? Or is he?
Oh, someone's tickling my.
Who was the best corner last year? I can't even think.
He's a West Coast team.
I don't even know.
Okay. Just give us that hand.
His first name rhymes with your arch nemesis, Anth. Not rhymes. His first name is the same as your arch nemesis.
Jalen.
Yep.
Oh,
Come on.
fucking.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
That's bad. That none of us could do
That was
that.
bad.
That is
Just,
bad.
the
Yeah.
only reason I didn't get that is because there's no way Jalen Ramsey is a fucking 99.
He's
Exactly.
99.
So, you know
No,
what's-
fuck Jalen Ramsey.
So you know what's crazy?
Maybe 2 years ago.
You know what's-
2 years ago, yes.
You know what's
not
crazy?
last
You know what's
year.
crazy about the 99s? 2 of them are on the Rams and 2 of them are on KC.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
and I think Zach Martin, if they would have given him a 99, the guy's he's the best offensive guard in football by a fucking long shot when he's healthy.
Well, you know what? What I love about this is that when we start our Madden season, and however the hell we're gonna deliver that to the YouTube, Zach Martin has room to go up.
Yeah, to
And,
99 or
so-
down. That's the thing. You start at
down.
98 because that's what they do, Steve. They do as Madden goes. They do live updates each week.
Oh.
So the guys that do the if your guy starts obviously being really shitty, you drop. Obviously, and I'm not going to explain how it works.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
He does good,
self-explanatory.
I mean, I guess this is a good announcement to say that if you're a Madden fan out there and you're trolling us, I
guess
not
they got to do something to make you spend $100 on the same game every year. So,
It's basically just an update.
yeah.
I haven't bought.
This one is a lot different. We're gonna see it. We don't have time to talk about it, but we can say that for next week.
Let's talk about it next week because we're
next week.
gonna launch the
So-
weekly Madden games. So
Yeah, I'm
Steve,
gonna take some bitches on.
so today Steve would have played Anth as the Steelers because he's a bitch, and Anth would be the Cowboys.
Because he's a bitch.
Because
let me roll through these next few.
okay, roll.
Cowboys
Let's
here.
just take them to like 80. We'll go to the top.
Yeah.
Till they
Yeah.
hit overall
So,
80.
Zach Martin, 98. Amari Cooper, 92. Tyrone Smith, 91. Like to see that
Yep.
double.
He'll go
offensive.
up. He'll go up for sure. Zeke.
Then we got Zeke, 88. Lahale Collins.
Wow, they have him
87.
that high. Crazy.
DeMarcus Lawrence, 87. Hope he gets back in action. I was a little surprised about this. Dak, 87. He's the 7th ranked QB in the NFL.
I think that's fair, honestly.
It is fair. I was like, oh, that must mean like all the QBs are not ranked that high. Michael Gallup, 82. Before our boy CeeDee Lamb, 81. And then finally Leighton Vander Esch and Keanu Neal.
So as you can see
80.
there, we only named off maybe 12 guys, and you've
Yeah,
already dropped down to 80.
So what would
Wow.
So my question is, what would Guybert be rated as?
You can scroll down to him. He's probably a 70. I'd say 74 or
7.
75. 7.
Oh, Gilbert?
Yeah, Gilbert's probably a 74.
Whoa, TP20 is 77. Ouch.
Well, yeah, he's a
But you know what?
running back.
Guess what? I'll take a 70.
but
I'll
this
take a
is-
77 rank with 100 speed.
But this
bitch.
is the great thing about this. If you're a Madden player and you only play with the team that you like, you're potentially your team throughout the year. If they do well, your team gets better, and you get to play with a better team. I only play with the Cowboys when I play Madden, and it's when they start off not being thinking that they're going to be very good. By the end of the year, you have the best team in Madden.
So is that going to be our thing on the Cowboys Cowboys Can Fan Instagram? You're going to start letting everybody know your Xbox handle so you can start challenging these trolls. And your response to like a guy who said you're going to root for another fan base should be, I'll see you on the field digitally.
Never.
My Madden handle is this.
Never. Fucking never. I will never say that to someone trolling me. I'll tell them to go fuck their hat or something. I'll never challenge them to the digital Madden field.
Can you
You think you're?
can you
Hey,
please
you want to mess with me on IG? Meet me on Madden.
can you please do that for me?
What?
Start challenging people digitally.
No, I'm
Maybe not Madden, but get him on Rocket League.
I'm just gonna play Madden on the Cowboys Can Fan handle, and it'll just be you see guys that stream Madden. I'll play once a week, and it'll be a nice little 3 to 5 minute clip.
And
I get jacked. By the way, I get jacked the fuck up when I play Madden. I really do.
Well, I guarantee you that you're going to have people who are going to troll you that are going to want to play you, and then you're going to settle it.
I've never played it.
Oh,
You've never played Madden?
That was a lie. I've played it.
Have
I know
you?
you have. I made you buy Madden 2019, I think.
Make me buy Madden.
He
Yeah,
held
I
a
did.
gun to your head.
I did too.
Okay, what's up on the docket next?
I made you.
We got one more topic, and then we're
I made you.
And then we're just gonna look at the Canadian.
woot woot.
And all the listeners have gone.
Canada and
listen,
soccer.
listen,
We've
listen,
lost all the fucking
Listen,
listeners.
we're at an hour 17.
Yeah.
You know
but-
what?
We
This is just
lost them a
guys,
long time
This
ago.
is just we're gonna quickly brush over this. We can talk about it when the Olympics are over. Actually, in fact, but a lot of
Yeah, go Canada.
I thought they were over.
Canadians.
Go Canada. Woot
Are they
woot.
over?
No, they're still on today.
Okay.
I think it's the closing ceremony tomorrow.
Shout out to all the medalists for Canada and all the athletes in general. And
Shout out to the Canadian women for winning most of the medals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and
That's
right.
the Canadian
Love
women's
it.
soccer game, like, holy fuck, that was an
Yeah,
intense game.
I didn't see highlights or
fucking
watch it.
I've been
Shout out to
watching.
Andre DeGrasse for getting that goal eventually.
Yeah, but listen
Yeah,
to Alex.
yes.
Alex is about to go
Yeah.
on a boner rant
No.
here.
I've been watching Christine Sinclair.
Is that the
That's
chick
all-
from Abby?
Burnaby.
Christine Sinclair for 10 years. I said 9 years on my Insta, but it's been 10 years because this is actually 2021. when I did the math, I did it to 2020. But anyway, I've been watching her play, and I fucking always loved her. And I was like, oh man, there's no way Canada's gonna like. I was like, she's such a hard player. She's like the best Canadian football player ever. But you know, I was like, there's no way Canada's gonna win the gold. We can't compete.
Well,
with them.
there was a girl on the Canadian women's team that was from Chilliwack as well.
Sure, that represent.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah,
shirt.
well, fuck. I am talking about Christine Sinclair right now.
Yeah, guess what?
Hey, she's from the Lower Mainland, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the winning shootout goal, the winning shootout goal, the penalty kick goal, was from the girl from Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah.
Question. So with the Olympics, obviously they don't have professionals playing.
They do in the soccer.
So
That's
the men's.
That's where it's different.
And basketball too.
But what
Yeah,
about
basketball, yeah.
so the men's? Like, why isn't it a big
Professionals
deal?
can play, yes.
Well, we just had the Euros and the season starting, so you don't really get all the big name players playing in the Olympics.
So do you think how long has the Olympics has the Olympics had soccer? Always?
Not that long, no.
No, it's just recent, right?
Yeah, it's fairly recent.
So it should be because you have, like you said, the Euros, you have the World Cup. So eventually, you'd think the Olympics would be a pretty big deal to win gold in. Never like the World Cup, obviously.
Yeah, but it's just with it being in the summer, they want to rest in the after the season. And
So do a
start
lot of
again.
guys not go and play, or do a lot of players not go and play?
Some do, but most probably don't. Not
Crazy.
the big name players. Anyway.
Gotcha.
This just in: Alex is vaping.
Of course he is. Of course
Well,
he
you
is.
think talking. If I don't have a chance, I'm gonna.
I think it's kind of
vape.
like when Canada goes to the Worlds
Never.
in the hockey,
Oh, in the hockey, yeah.
and then you
Gotcha.
don't
Yep.
get the.
Yep. Fair enough.
Hey, but also shout out to my girls in the Canada Rowing 8 winning gold.
Woo! Did Alex do that clap, or was that you, Ad? That was good. That was good timing. Hey, it only took you an hour and 17 minutes to fucking figure it out.
We'll come back to Olympic talk. We got some
I did it.
AdamTMZed material.
Yeah, we can't. Okay, so
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I think Matt Damon. I think the biggest news, not the biggest news, but the news that came out to me in terms of like what's going on. Matt Damon's trying to be canceled, and in my mind, Matt Damon seems like someone who can be canceled. And I think the biggest thing right now that we're looking at is Matt Damon is under fire for, not being sensitive to using the word
slur.
the F slur.
Time out here.
Whatever that is.
Time out. He's not too big to not be canceled, but to be canceled for for this, I think's a little excessive.
Okay, so look.
I mean, we say fuck all the time. So I
Yeah,
don't know
like
what-
fuck slur?
No. No, so he apparently the thing that I think is kind of ridiculous about this is that he was telling a story to the New York Times about the fact that he is just not going. He said he's going to retire it. I mean, first off, why Matt Damon would ever need to tell this type of story to a New York Times article just seems a little bit ridiculous. But he's out on promotion right now. He's on tons of podcasts. He's doing tons of interviews.
He's on Hot Ones.
Yeah, he's promoting.
He's got the new movie, right?
His new movie, Stillwater. So he's promoting his new movie, and he told the story that at a dinner table session, he was saying some sort of joke from a previous movie, Stuck on You, the one where he was attached to Greg Kinnear, which no one really saw, but it was a Farrelly Brothers movie.
Did.
I saw it too. I don't remember the scene in question where someone yelled the word that rhymes with maggot or whatever.
I think it was a short and truncated version of that word.
Mag, you're a mag. But in any case, he was telling the story at a dinner party. His daughter got upset, and then she wrote a letter saying why he should not be using that word. And
because there's nothing more incredible than a rich white girl being being upset by something.
Can I ask a question about this? Like, I don't know any context into this, but did she write a letter and then leak it to the press?
Well,
or did she
I think-
write a letter for
I'm-
him?
I'm guessing she put it on social media.
No. So Matt Damon
He just told this story.
did this to himself. He's told this story as a thing, saying
So, Adam,
his daughter was upset.
So he's canceling himself? Seems like
Kind of.
publicity.
Oh, so she left him. What's that word? A treatise? What is that?
Treatise. I don't know what a treatise means.
She left him a note saying,
a dilemma.
Yeah, well, basically saying that this is why you can't be using this word
and
anymore.
he brought it out
So
to the
the
public.
publicity.
and then
stunt.
New York Times
This is different. My tinfoil hat is on, son.
And this is what happened. He was trying to tell a story of his progression of using something that is offensive, and his daughter was helping him.
And first off,
overcome that. This is what he was trying to do.
growing up in
And
Boston.
then it was spun because people then said, Oh, you're using that word in 2021?
Yeah, but they're saying, oh, that movie was 2003. Dude, I think the 90s was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
Feels like it.
2003 isn't a long time ago.
No, it's not.
I mean, here's the biggest thing. Matt Damon he's under fire right now. In 6 months, this is not even going to be an issue for someone like Matt Damon. He issued an apology, and everyone continues to say...
But he brought the story up?
He brought it up.
Okay, this just seems like a
Yeah,
publicity stunt to me.
He was just saying he was telling a story, but I'm saying the reason that I think he was telling the story was because he was trying to like share how he learned.
When you guys brought this out, the way you guys explained it before in our pre-production meeting.
I can't stand these.
No,
slurs.
you guys made it sound like he was telling the story, and then his daughter went and wrote a letter and like leaked it to the media.
No.
But he leaked the entire thing to the media. So
he's basically like a toddler who tells on himself.
Yeah, I think it's or someone that wants to get.
He wants to get cancelled. He's had enough.
Maybe.
I want to retire. People won't let me. Ben Affleck's on the fucking phone. Wants to do another movie. Yeah. It's like fuck you.
Okay, so he is but hang on. So in October he has a new movie that him and Ben are in.
Yeah, I know.
That called The Last Duel. It's directed by Ridley Scott. Ben and Matt wrote it, and I don't know.
Adding to this, Amanda Knox is in the publicity as well because she's saying that he's profiting off her life.
Yeah, it's basically
his new movie Stillwater.
His new movie Stillwater is not getting a lot of positive press. However, a lot of people are talking about how his performance is really good. So I guess we'll see. Again, it's just people trying to drum up news. Yeah. We were digging here. I just thought Matt Damon. In my opinion, Matt Damon. I thought he answered a lot of the stuff. I thought he responded pretty well. I mean, obviously
about the story that he broke himself.
True. Okay,
did you hear what that Matt Damon did?
Okay,
said Matt Damon today.
Yeah, it's like you're Matt Damon.
We're about to hit the longest running episode with back-to-back guest Daily. What's our next AdamTMZed? Streaming. Okay, that's what I was going to talk about. I'll quickly go through it. I thought it was important to bring up. I watched the Suicide Squad the other night on HBO Max or Crave in Canada, and I thought it was interesting because right now the biggest thing that they're talking about with movies like Jungle Cruise and Black Widow and Suicide Squad not only being in theaters but also being available to streamers, and you're able to purchase it in home and watch it in home. I just thought it would be an interesting question to talk about right now. Do you think that we're ever going to go back to a time where you're only ever going to be able to see a brand new movie in theaters and not available on the streaming platforms?
Okay, one thing. The previous Suicide Squad movie was bad when another one comes out.
Oh, no. Okay, so
within a year or two.
Okay, so yeah, but so
like actually no, let's just do another one.
Okay. So James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, he got canceled. We were talking about cancel. He got canceled for like
he told on himself.
For a tweet that he did like 13 years ago. Disney canceled him, and then he wasn't going to be able to do Guardians 3. So DC came to him and said, "What property do you want to do?" So he ended up picking the Suicide Squad.
So it's actually better.
That's how it happened.
It's the movie was so good. Like,
so wait.
Hang on.
Fuck Suicide Squad. Who's doing Guardians 3?
James Gunn. So James Gunn, basically, obviously, he apologized, and then every fan was like, "Why would you fire James Gunn? This was
because
like 13 years ago." So they ended up hiring him back. So he's already in the production to do Suicide Squad. Guardians 3, but. Suicide Squad, this one was awesome. You don't need to watch the first one.
No, you don't.
It's basically an R-rated version of Guardians, but almost like even more insane. It's actually really, really good.
I'm sold. I'll watch it, and it's out now on Crave.
Yeah, and it's gory as fuck. But it's
really
oh yeah.
Is it a theater movie?
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely. So I would say don't see it on Crave. I watched it. So I have a home theater room. Watching in a home theater room, but if you're gonna humble brag. But I would suggest if you're gonna
I don't know why he's bragging to me. I have a bigger screen than him.
No, you don't. You have the same size. What's your screen?
Whip them out. Oh, what are we talking?
You have a
Wait, is it 133?
Yes, it's the same size.
Oh,
It's the same
Zane.
size.
Oh, like
And now you just look like a dick.
It's your same size, you bish. But I was gonna say, if you're gonna go see any type of movie this weekend, maybe don't go see Stillwater for the homophobic Matt Damon. Go see the Suicide Squad because it's actually fucking awesome.
Before I'll just go back to your question. Will I think you're right. It's probably on the trend that it will get released to streaming and theater at the same time. But guys like us that grew up going to the theater, I'll go watch a movie over. Like I'd rather go watch it in a theater than watch it at home.
Now, obviously,
Personally.
the thing I wanted to bring up, the way that it works is for the next 30 days, I think it is, or maybe it's 45 days. You're available to watch it on
Your iPhone.
on your iPhone or in theater. So it's right now it's released on both platforms, and then after the 30 or 45 day window, it's removed from Crave or HBO Max, and you can only see it either in theaters or you have to wait like 6 months until it's back on streaming.
Right.
So there's like a limited time, and I think they're trying to figure out a way to be able to deliver movies into people's homes as well as the theatrical experience as well. I think that like the movies like Avengers or the Suicide Squad will do really, really well for this. Movies like Stillwater, who might be targeted for people that are like 35, 40 plus. So everybody that's in this room or digitally right now, that's the target market. But for the young people are only going to go see probably blockbuster movies, or they're going to watch it off of some sort of streaming platform. So I think they're still trying to figure their way out. But I definitely see almost every single movie right now having some sort of day and date release on a streamer and a theatrical.
Yeah, I would probably watch Suicide Squad at my house. However, when the new Bond movie comes out,
Right?
I'm going to the theater.
So what? So
That's what it is. So for every person,
They have different tastes.
but there is a movie that it's still wanting to see in a theater.
Yeah, you have a
environment.
theater movie. There's certain movies that you want to watch in the theater. You want to get your popcorn. You want to get your overpriced
okay,
drink.
would you go see the Jungle Cruise movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the
Fuck
theater?
no.
That's a whole movie.
But at the same time, I wouldn't pay $20 to stream it. So I'd maybe pay 20. No, I probably wouldn't pay $20 to stream Suicide Squad either.
Why?
Because I'll just wait till it's $5 to stream.
Well, it's not going to be. It's not going to be $5.
Eventually,
by
it will.
January, it'll just be available on HBO Max.
Well, there you
or
go.
Crave.
So I'll just wait. So I have it's if I have a movie that I'm willing to pay $20 to stream at home, I'm gonna go see that movie in the theater.
Okay, so what
That's
movie?
how I am.
Okay, so what movie would you go and pay $20 in the theater?
I
to
just
go
went
see?
and watched Old.
Okay, so Old doesn't hold a candle to the Suicide
No,
Squad.
Old sucked. But you I remember talking to you about it before you watched it. It looked like it was going to be a really good movie.
for sure.
It
I will
sucked, but it was
listen,
the type of movie that
I will go see shitty movies in the theaters because I like to go through the
I did
theatrical experience.
Space Jam fucking 2 last week.
Yeah.
The week before. That's 2 hours and $60 I'm never getting back.
it was 2 hours long.
Well,
Yeah.
it felt like fucking 12.
I watched it with the boys at
I
home.
took the girls and it was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you know what? It was not as good. I mean, obviously the first
Was
Space
Bill
Jam-
Murray in it?
Nope.
Oh, then
No,
it's obviously not
he
going to be good.
wasn't.
No.
They should have brought Bill Murray in it
But I just don't understand how you'd go see Old in theater, but you wouldn't go see the Suicide Squad.
because Old is the type of movie I want to watch in theater. Suicide Squad. I don't care about action.
horses for courses, bandwagon boy number 1.
I don't.
And I'm kind of reverse.
Marvel
I'm
movie.
reverse of
Marvel
that,
movies.
But I understand.
I don't like Marvel movies. I don't like DC movies really.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm just
You
telling
love M. Night Shyamalan,
okay.
man. And
Yeah,
you've always
Shabalob.
loved
I love Shabalob.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not. It doesn't feel like a Marvel movie, and it doesn't feel like a DC movie.
Well, then I can't wait to watch it on HBO Max in 5 months.
For free.
Okay, what do we
Hey,
got?
guys,
You know what?
guys,
Let's get the
guys, I
fuck
have a
out
good
of this
what would Jerry
conversation.
do?
Let's get the fuck out of
Hey,
this conversation.
AJ, I'm gonna give you. You're gonna have to think on the fly here. I don't care what. I can't even read what you have written down. It's a what would Jerry do, but there's no fucking time machine. Go.
Whoa. Did he sell his time machine?
Okay,
He sold it.
That's totally fine. No, that's totally fine. Go ahead, hit it, Adam.
What would
What
Jerry
would Jerry
do?
do?
Where's the clapping?
Where's the fucking clap? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Settle
All right,
down,
so,
you sluts.
You know what? Jerry does hear, oh my God, my time machine has broken down. Okay.
I said there's no
Swirling his whiskey.
goddamn time machine.
He's not.
Okay. It's not time out. No one else can see Alex but me right now. I mean, sorry. The people who are watching YouTube right now can see him. You look like you're struggling to survive right now. Just take a moment. Take a moment with yourself. Take a moment. Breathe through your nose.
I've had a lot of these.
It's that great out of office marijuana.
He must have some excellent
Guys.
vaping marijuana in the undisclosed
Like
location.
I'm gonna play. Okay, you know this.
Audio wise, I'm in it.
Yeah, you're totally in it. You look like you're the scene from like Basketball Diaries when Leo wants to get another line of heroin, and you're like rubbing your face. Honestly, okay.
Well, I've also drank 3 of these. So.
He's throwing up 3 tall boys of Heine. Okay,
Yeah,
so hit us with
Okay.
What would Jerry
What would
do?
Jerry do? Okay, so Jerry's sitting at home. He's swirling his whiskey in his glass. He's thinking, what am I going to do tonight? My time machine's broken. He's pissed off. And he fucking kicks this old, like, kind of genie's lantern.
That's just lying around.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I got
a genie. Out comes a genie. Poof. And it's actually
Will Smith.
who played the genie? No, who played the genie? And
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Well, it's Robin Williams. Hey, what is it? Hey, doing all this shit. And he says to Jerry, "You got 3 wishes." Jerry's first wish is okay, and then we're gonna save these other 2 wishes. They can be saved for future.
Well, for future, what would Jerry do?
Yeah, but this one, Jerry goes, well, I've always wanted to experience what it would be like to be, and then he says the player's name. And this is the Freaky Friday situation. Jerry Jones gets to go and swap bodies with one, maybe it's a player, I don't know, but it could be anyone.
Okay, so hang on. I'm going to stop you right now. There's no fucking genie. Jerry Jones doesn't get to hang on. Jerry Jones doesn't get to decide. Every single person that's going to give the answer just decides who is the player on the Cowboys that Jerry Jones swaps with.
I wasn't even going to pick a Cowboy.
Or whoever. Who does Jerry Jones swap with?
Who does Jerry Jones swap with?
Freaky Friday style. Because the answer, Jerry Jones would never tell a genie that he wants to swap with a player. It would just happen.
Yeah, because
I want to know which wife he wants to wife swap with.
Tom Brady.
Okay, so
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
My answer
probably,
is Tom Brady.
that's
Jerry
probably
Jones becomes Tom Brady.
Yeah, fair.
Great guy. His beautiful wife. I'm telling you right now, beautiful wife.
I'm gonna go player.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna Freaky Friday it up with Zeke.
Yep.
And get rid of those fucking dogs because they're causing a problem for his team.
They're a ruckus. Good answer. Good political answer. Good political answer.
I think I think he bunks up with Dak, swaps with Dak, and re-signs a contract for way less.
How much less? How much less?
He backloads it so he can cut him if
Hey, but he doesn't have that time machine. So what? Dak, he turns into Dak, and he's got he's talking. He's got that Jerry's accent. He's like, hey, you know what? Fuck this contract. I'm gonna sign for $80 million less. Yeah. It's like little Nicky. It's like little Nicky.
Exactly. Dak walks into the front office,
rips up his contract.
Jerry Jones. Excuse me, I would like to re-sign a new contract, please.
I don't know. I don't really have one. Did you go yet?
I said Tom Brady.
You said Tom Brady? Okay,
and you know what? I said it because of Giselle, but I also think that Jerry Jones wants to feel what it's like to have
be
so
Tom
many
Brady.
He would walk to Tom Brady's cupboard that has the drawer where he pulls the drawer out and there's all these beautiful Super Bowl rings, and he'd put all the rings on.
Beautiful's a stretch. There's some Super Bowl rings in there.
He'd put the Super Bowl rings on, and he'd walk naked to his bed, and he'd lay down on his bed, and he'd hold his hands, and he'd look at his hands. He's like, my hands don't look like Mr. Burns' hands, and he'd hold his hands, and he'd see these rings, and then Giselle would walk in, and he'd be like, and he would talk in Tom Brady's voice, and he'd say, take me. Take me, beautiful.
So does he?
Can you imagine if it was Jerry Jones though, like a wrinkly Thanos, with all those rings on, just like an old decrepit Thanos?
Does it have to be a player?
No, it can be anyone.
Okay, I got one. I got one.
Keep the damn genie
He's
analogy.
he's gonna switch bodies with his oldest grandson. That is the next in line to own the Cowboys, so that he can just fucking do this all over again once he hits
Hit it,
like
Adam. Hit it.
50
hit
or
it.
something. And on that note, Steve Daly, I'm sure we broke another record of longest episode ever.
Hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and
baby.
40 minutes. We're creeping up our way. Like I said, we're gonna be at about 3 hours by season. For the Bandwagon Boys, Steve Daly and AnthBest, we out.